So after a pretty unique week last time, this time I planned on trading for all of Christmas week for my third week on Topstep's 50k combine, mainly because I'm trying to pass within a month, so every day counts, you know. Also, my original idea was that most people would take these last 2 weeks off, so maybe there'll be some easy moves to catch to help recover my account from last week's incident, or maybe it'll just be chop and I'll blow my account. I don't know. Alright, to start off the week, we have another tilt session. At the beginning of the day, I was feeling overall bearish, but saw potential for a range day if the 550s held as support. Early on, I saw an opportunity for a short to the 550s though, so I took it and it was working out. But then it bounced like 1 point away from my target, and I held on to it a little longer to see if we could get that pushed down again, and nope. So I got stopped out for a smaller profit of $153. And yeah, so missing my target by a point kinda tilted me, and when we did rip through the 550s, I might have been salty and just ended up trading in chop. I shouldn't even been trying to enter in trades here, but I did and got chopped up, which put me down like 300 to 400 bucks on the day. So after that, the market eventually kept bouncing up, so I was looking for longs. I did end up chasing on this long after this bounce up, so after realizing that, I just exited for a small loss when it wasn't looking the best. A little bit later though, there was a better opportunity for a long, so I jumped back in. But being down for the day, I might have been a little greedy, so I decided not only to add, but also to move my stop loss up to break even to make this a no risk trade. And yeah, that got tapped. Then I might have gone against my plan and just hopped in a short right after, because these red candles were looking kind of strong. But yeah, I just got baited and lost $97.50. So with my original long working out, I was getting that FOMO, so I kind of just hopped back in a long and also added to it because I was trying to get my money back from what I lost. But with the bigger sizing, I had a tighter stop loss, which got tapped for a loss of $96.50. And yeah, then immediately after, it freaking bounced again, so I just said fuck it and re-entered long again. However, luckily this time it worked out, and I may have been pushing my luck because I added and was shooting for the stars again, but price ended up stalling out up here, so I was getting a little nervous. But after seeing this pop up, I wanted more. But this time I also had my stop loss trail price closely to secure that profit, which yeah, I did get hit for a total profit of $487 on this. So yeah, again, overall I should have just held my original long that played to my edge, which would have not only saved me like 3 bad trades, but also would have made me more profits. So yeah, after that I just stopped here for the day with a small loss of $34.08. But yeah, I could have been in the green by way more if I didn't overtrade. Today was a little half day, so I was just trying to chill and kind of just traded from my bed. I didn't record anything live, so we'll just see the aftermath. Overall, I was bullish on the day and ended up getting along early on, but did get stopped out at break even right before the pump up, so oops. We did keep pumping up today though, so I got another long a little bit later and it was working out, so I ended up adding one more to the trade. But yeah, I got stopped out at break even due to the ad, which was right before the pump up again, so I hopped back in, and then I had to wait like 30 minutes just to be teased at the top near my target for like 5 minutes before we eventually did hit my target though, to put myself up like 300 bucks for the day. It still could have been a better day had I held my first long, and with us hitting my OG target for the day and volume dying out, I decided to peace out for the day and enjoy the holidays. Alrighty, so after taking a day off for Christmas, I'm totally ready to not overtrade and stick to my plan today. Oh shit, I guess not. At the start of the day, I was feeling bullish overall, and basically I took a couple break-even longs. Here off market open, which lasted like 17 minutes, and here off this V bottom, which lasted like 10 minutes. Then we can see I kind of lost a decent amount of money, and that's because I went rogue with a couple of shorts. Whereas you can see, I was immediately wrong on this first one here, and then re-entered a few minutes later just to bail out for a combined loss of $180 on these rogue shorts. So yeah, after that though, I was basically looking for longs to break the highs, and I was just chasing into some of them. I was just being impatient with the slow move up and ended up either break even or I would just bail out for a small loss. With a total of like 4 of these trash longs, it pushed my total PL down to like $300 for the day. So with that, I was just gonna stop, but I didn't, and ended up taking a really risky short here near the highs. My bias at the time was still bullish, but my plan was to see price drop down to stop out all the other longs before ripping back up, which luckily played out for some reason, and my trailing stop loss ended up just getting tapped for a small profit of $99 here. And then to play out with the second half of the plan, I hopped in a long wanting to break the highs. However, we could just project off these highs again, so I was trailing my stop loss hella tight as we went up. We did get the break up, but with the low volume, I wasn't trying to sit in this long all day and was still trailing price with my stop, which did get tapped for a profit of $201. I was just gonna stop here for the day again, but then this red candle got uppercutted, so I took this as a decent pullback to hop back in along and maybe hit my 50s target that I was gunning for all day. And nope, I just bailed out early for a small loss of $31.50 a few minutes later. But I might have regretted bailing out when it bounced again, so I hopped back in, and yeah, I ended up getting stuck in that slow move up, which I didn't want to get in the first place, so I just stuck my stop loss hella close to these candles and got stopped out for a small profit of $27. Had I held on though, it would have hit later on, so oops. And yeah, with that, I stopped with the overtrading session here for the day with a small loss of $13.14. 8 to end off this week. At the start of the day, I was feeling bearish with potential for price to hit the 700s, and price just tanked like 100 plus points off market open. So I was really trying to fight my FOMO, and I was really just trying to wait, and eventually saw my chance for a short at the 750s, which after a bit of a scare here, we did get a breakdown further. So I added one more contract to this trade, and we were honestly just plummeting. So I was gonna move my target down slightly, but I was too slow, and it just got hit for a fat 4-figure profit of $1,081, which is my biggest trade yet, and my first 4-figure profit off of one trade. With that fat trade though, I might have been a little cocky for the rest of the day, so I kind of jumped in a few bad shorts, which in total only cost me like 34 bucks here. A bit later though, I did see a fat rejection off the 600s to make this fat wick and push price back below the moving average, so I jumped back in a short. This time though, we didn't break lower and just formed a double bottom to bounce up and stop me out for a profit of $233.50. Then I was feeling that a reversal was coming with that double bottom, so I kind of hopped in along without any further confirmation, which felt hella uncomfortable. So I just had a tighter stop loss, which did get tapped for a loss of $117. But right after that, we did get the buying response I wanted, so I hopped back in, which freaking popped. But that was it, and it kind of just stopped me out for a small profit of $42 before jumping back up again. So yeah, I was a little tilted and chased into a long here, but due to the bad entry, I just bailed out for a small loss. With the buying response kind of looking weak, I went back in a short here after price fell back below the moving average. However, buyers were stubborn, but sellers were also stubborn too. Sellers were just bullying buyers here as price would push up and nope, then again, and nope, then again, and nope. Eventually, price did push down some more. However, it was quickly bought up, so I just bailed for a profit of $175.50. Then I was looking for longs again, as this could just be the reversal, but jumped the gun here without confirmation and ended up just bailing for a small loss of $43.50. I did re-enter a bit later after some more confirmation, and it worked out. As we went up, instead of hitting my target, I happened to hit my daily profit target of about $1,500 that I set. So my long was closed out, and I basically locked myself out from trading until Monday. With that though, I was able to lock in exactly $1,499 of profit to close out this week. So yeah, that was a pretty good way to end the week. In total, I was able to make back last week's loss and some more with a profit of $1,752. This also puts my account like a little less than $600 away from passing the 50K combine. So that's pretty huge. I currently have like what, like 6 or 7 trading days left to pass before the monthly rebill. So hopefully I don't choke this. And while we did end the week hella in the green, there's still a lot of over trading I got to work on, which basically shows my lack of discipline and sometimes my fear of losing money when I put my stop loss at break even too quickly and then just re-enter later. Luckily, price has been moving this month, so that's why I'm still able to turn a profit even with these flaws. However, that might not always be the case, so I gotta fix these issues ASAP, which is just in time for the new year. So yeah, I'll see all of you next year, I guess, where hopefully I'll have passed this combine.